Hey guys, welcome to an air video by Phoenix Star 117 on the Minecraft Nerds channel, and welcome back to Computercraft. By back, I mean I've created a video before. It's not very well known. I only had 2 views, and that was a long time ago, and I didn't do a very good job on it. So I've decided to redo my video, and this time in a lot more detail and better. Yeah, everything well done. Current version of Minecraft I am using to create this video is 1.6.4, as that is the latest that Computercraft has been released for. I'm hoping that they will release a version for 1.7.4 fairly soon, or 2. They haven't released a 0.4 of it yet. 1.7.2 soon, as Forge I do not believe has uploaded either. Everything I do in this video will hopefully work with all versions. The only difference really is I don't think Printer is in the earliest versions, and I'm using the Advanced Computer. The only difference between Advanced Computer and our computers is I can use I can edit programs a lot easier in this computer, as that is the reason I am using it instead of the default one, so that you guys can understand how that works. Today I'm going to be showing the basics. Very basics, nothing with monitors or anything like that sort, no digital coding, nothing like that, just basic coding. The first thing I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to program a startup. So I'm going to do edit startup. In this startup I am going to have a welcoming thing, a passcode, and basic stuff. So I'm going to put in term.clear parentheses. End, start and end. Then I'm going to do term.set capital C for cursor, and then capital P on pose, which is this POS. Then I'm going to do start parentheses 1, comma 1, end parentheses. What this does is the first part will clear the screen completely, getting rid of that annoying little craft OS. The second line will put the cursor or the little star line back at the beginning, which is really useful for this situation. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put print Phoenix Co security. You can put anything you want up there. This is just the basic welcoming thing. Next thing for the passcode, the lock screen. Next I'm going to put just a thing and space and a thing. This thing will make it so that it adds a little bit of a space between the thing. Next I'm going to do write. In here, I'm going to put passcode there. What this will do is anything past these will be where the passcode is written. If you don't have write instead of print, it will not come out like this. And you always want to have this space, or else the words will be lined right up. Next thing I want to put is local input equals read parenthesis star parenthesis. Like that. You know, I will be honest, I forgot the name of this. I'm completely dumb right now. I can't, yeah, I don't know why I can't remember this. It's like on the tip of my tongue, these things. But yeah, star and then this. Then I'm going to put then. So I'm just going to refer to this as the thing. And this too. I think this is semicolon, I'm not sure. No, semicolon is a thing. Yeah, whatever. We'll just continue. Then I'm going to do enter. So now, this then makes it so anything past this will happen with the passcode being put in. Wait, no. Hold on. I don't want it then there. Hold on. Yeah, I can't think. I'm tired right now. So I'm going to then put, after I put local input equal read, the thing I want to do is input equal, because the input currently equals just read. What's read? So I'm going to put what input is. So I'm going to put input equal, oh wait, no, hold on. If input. So it wants, what will happen if this, yeah. So if input equals, let's say Phoenix. Then, so now everything after this point will be from the thing. So I'm going to put in, so Phoenix is the password for it. So Phoenix gets put in, then yeah. And if you're wondering what the star bit on the end, because most people just put the read and then the parentheses, the star will make it so that when I put in the password, it comes out as just stars for each of the characters. This makes it so that if someone else is into your computer, they can't read your password out of the thing, or someone watching from your screen, they can't see the password being put in, which is very useful. So you don't need this part. You need the parentheses, but you don't need the stuff inside the parentheses. The only purpose for that is if you don't want anyone being able to see as you put in the code, it'll just appear as stars. So now let's set what happens if I do. So I'm going to put in print pass code correct logging in. Then I'm going to do sleep 1. You don't really need to have this. 2. You don't need this. Why I put it here is just for an effect, as if I'm actually logging in. Otherwise, we'll log in instantly. Next thing I want to do is term clear. Term set cursor. Want to make sure you have the capitals or else it won't work. Pose 1 1. This will basically redo this. And here I'm going to do print Phoenix Star 117 as my username. Print nothing space. And there we go. So this is our basic setup. Next thing I want to do is set what happens if I put in the wrong password. So I'm going to put down else. Else will make it so that if this isn't Phoenix isn't entered, then what will happen? So I'm going to do print incorrect passcode. Sleep 1 print shutting down. I'm going to do sleep 3 to add effect, as if it's actually shutting down. And then I'm going to do OS shutdown end. Boom! There we go. We now have our password set up. So I'm going to reboot to test, make sure it works. Voila, Phoenix Go Security Passcode instead of the craft bucket thing. So let's go and put in the password. As you can tell, it pops out as stars. That is because of that star thing I explained. Password correct, logging in. And there we go, Phoenix Star 117. So it's going to reboot and test what happens if I put in the wrong password. So it just types something random in, incorrect passcode, shutting down, and voila, shuts down. So that is the basic passcode. Now what I'm going to show you real quick is how to bypass this. If you hold critical T, hold it down, it'll pop up as terminated. Now you can edit whatever you want in the computer and see as if you never had to put in the password. This is one of the flaws of Computercraft. It's used mostly just for ending programs that are breaking and you want to get through it quicker. I don't actually know how to make a passcode that is, invulnerable. You can't get through it. So that's the one flaw, but hopefully your friends don't know about that. Or they're polite enough not to go on your computer at all. But then if that situation, you don't really need a password, do you? So yeah, that's one of the flaws with that, but so critical T will terminate anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So now, next thing I want to show you how to do is how to set up a backup. I'm going to actually put down some torches here just in case it gets dark and I'm in the middle of coding, so you can keep an eye out on what's going on. Let's get back down here. So next thing I want to show you is how to make a backup. Or a backup drive. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to take a floppy disk from my storage container. I'm going to insert this into a disk drive. So now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to put in the password. Let it log in. Excuse me, I got to clear my throat. Okay. So now, let's see. So I'm going to do edit disk startup. So what I want this thing to do is I'm going to do term.clear term.set cursor pose 1 1. Okay. So what this thing's going to do is it's going to have a similar thing. It's going to have a passcode, but this passcode's going to be a little bit different. Instead of a passcode to prevent things, it's going to be asking how to do something. So I'm going to put in print, let's say, backup initiated. I don't know if that's how you actually spell it, but I hope it is. But don't correct me on that. I'll look it up later. I'm going to do actually backup drive activated. That'll be a better way. Print should. Actually, I'm going to do, so in this, it's more of just guessing what you really want to do. So I'm going to put in 2, and I'm going to do space print, actually write this time, like a password, initiate backup of startup. So there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the basic password. So if, local, hold on, local input, actually I don't need local. Local is for the little star thing, so I'm not going to have local, I'm just going to put input. So I'm going to put input equals read 00, like that. I'm then going to put if input equal yes, then in here I'm going to then put print backing up. I'm going to put it, then I'm going to do copy startup, oh wait, hold on, fs copy parentheses thingy startup, and that, so this is where it's going to get. The second line is where it's going to copy to. So I'm going to do backup. It can be anywhere you want on the disk. It doesn't really matter. You know, actually, there's something I really should probably do before that. So I'm going to actually do fs delete disk backup. So this will be the same thing you put here. What it will do is it will refresh the disk so it can actually copy. I'm going to do a sleep 1, like that. Okay. And this, next thing I want to do is another, I'm going to put 2 just to add effect. You need the sleep 1 here just to give a buffer so it can get that without messing up stuff. Otherwise it'll be happening at the same time, which will mess stuff up. So now after that, what will happen here is it will delete the original backup, and then we'll copy the new backup. So what you want to do now is term.clear, term.cursor, or set cursor pose 1 print. I'm going to put nothing, and then I'm going to print backup completed. Print, and voila. So that is that. So now what we need to do is similar to the password, is set an else if something else is put in. I'm going to put if something else is inputted, such as no or anything. The only issue with this is anything you put in, so no or whatever. So yeah, it will require a yes. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to put print. I'm going to change this to a print. Hold on. I don't need that. There we go. And I'm going to... Ooh, I misspelled that. That might be an issue in the future. Print. And I'm going to change this to yes, no. Sensitive. So there. So now it will ask, so give the guy a little bit more instructions. And then I'm going to do right here. And this will be where it puts in the thing. So yes or no. So there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a term dot clear term dot set cursor pose 1 print backup cancel, and this will just OS shutdown. Yeah, it'll just shut down the computer and then end. So yeah, let's test to see if this works. So reboot. I can expect errors or not. So yes, errors, of course. So I'm going to edit the disk, start up. So apparently there's an error online. There's always going to be an error. It's almost impossible to get everything perfect. So it says it's an unknown symbol, something I did not expect. Ooh, I forgot print. That would explain it. So I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. So now let's see if everything's fixed. Boom, backup drive initiated. So let's go ahead and do yes. Backing up. Backup completed. There we go. So now what I can do is edit disk, backup, and voila. All our code is saved onto this disk. I'm going to go ahead and label set write backup 1. So now the only issue with this is since it's a code backup, or an automatic backup disk, because there's other ways to backup programs, and this is just the long way, but now we have a backup disk that will back up the computer automatically for us just by putting it in, and it looks cool and stuff. So if I was to, let's say, reboot, hold on, didn't reboot correctly. Come on. Run off the disk. Okay, so something's not working right. It's not reading the disk. Let me just put in my password and then try it manually. Reboot. Huh. Okay, so something's broken. What could it be? Maybe it's because it already has a backup, so it doesn't really matter. Now we have a backup drive. That's just the basic way to do a backup drive. I will put the code in the description so you guys can copy that. It will be saved as a notepad thing from Mediafire, so I don't have to go through a hassle of having to copy too much stuff. So, yeah. So there's that. So let's get on to the next step of business. I'm going to put this in here for later use. So the next thing I want to do is make a virus. I'm going to do that on this PC, so it's done a little bit more easier. This is a completely fresh vanilla disk. So I'm going to go edit disk startup. So this, my friends, will be our virus. And here I'm going to do term.clear. Well, do I need to do this? Not really. So I'm going to actually skip that part. This is a virus. The purpose of this virus is to prevent critical T and to keep the computer shut down. So, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to do edit, let me think, edit. Thinking of how I'm going to go about this. I did this a while ago, so I'm trying to think of how I can go about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to exit this real quick. I'm going to do edit disk virus, like that. But here I'm going to put OS shutdown there. So now we have that. So now let's edit the disk startup. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do fs.delete startup. So this will now delete the startup of the computer it's running. And then fs copy. I forgot to put a sleep. So sleep 1. And then fs copy. I'm going to put disk virus, comma, thing, to startup. Boom. We now have a fully functional virus. I'm going to do OS reboot. Actually, OS shutdown. That'll be easier. And here we go. We now have a virus. So let me go ahead and edit the startup here. I'm just going to make it so it says print hello there, fella. Let's exit. And we're actually going to label set write virus. So now the disk is labeled as virus. So I'm going to pull that out real quick, and I'm going to reboot. And as you can tell, it should say hello there, fella. So now let's put in the virus and reboot. Boom. Now, no matter what I do, hold critical T, whatever I want, it's completely screwed. And since it replaced the startup, I could take that out, and it will do the same thing. It's completely impassable. Now, this virus is very useful for messing with your friends. You just better hope that that their computer has a thing. It also can be used to overwrite things. Say you're on a Tekkit server or whatever, and you want to blow up a friend's nuclear reactor with it looking like it's an accident. You just go into their computer that runs it and put in the virus, and they are screwed. So now let's make a computer fix virus, or a thing that will fix it. I'm going to put the virus back in here. Take this disk. This is more of a restore. It completely restores the computer. This is an issue if they don't have a backup, as well, yeah. So it will replace the thing with these things. So I'm going to do is I'm going to do term dot, let's just do this. So fs delete startup. Sleep for 1. Yeah, 1. And then print this computer has been restored. Please reinstall startup. There we go. And then we'll do end. So we'll take this out. We'll actually put that back in. We'll actually set, or, well, let's just reboot and see if it works. Okay, so apparently I messed up on a thing on line 6. Okay, so I don't think I need this. So, save, reboot. This computer has been restored. Please reinstall setup. So if I do edit startup, as you can tell, the startup's been completely refreshed. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And if I, oh, right. Hold on, I forgot. There's one little bug with this virus. If you're not careful, it will freeze it instead of crack it. So that can be an issue. If it does that, you need to replace the whole computer. Okay, this computer has been restored. Please reinstall startup. So there we go. The computer has been restored and the virus deleted. So yeah, that's the only issue with this is if you don't have a backup, such as this little fella, to go in here and do copy. How you restore the backup is you do copy. Well, actually, what you really want to do is delete startup, and then copy disk backup startup, and then I can just pull that out, reboot. Oh, I'm in a editing program. Duh. Okay, so delete startup. Okay, is it in there? No, I need to put it back in there. Now I need to copy disk backup startup. Copy. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Apparently it doesn't exist. Let's check. Oh no! That's why it wasn't working before. Backup got corrupted somehow. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. We don't really need the rest of that thing. So yeah, that's the virus tutorial. It should work if you don't corrupt it somehow. So the next thing I want to do is show the printer. So let's go ahead and take this cactus and paper, and I'm going to insert it into this printer. The ink goes there, and this goes there. The cactus green can be replaced with any of the following here. The ink sac, the rose, cactus, cocoa, lapis, purple, cyan, lye, any of these dyes. It's just the color of the text. So in here I'm going to do, let's edit, lol. And let's just put something random in here like, hello, I am on a piece of paper. and then print. Instead of save or exit, as you can tell, it said printed one page, and if I open this, it will say lol, the name of the file, and voila, that's all the code that was in there. It can be used for copying code that you want to give to your friend without putting it on a disk, or you just want to make documents of some sort without having to make a book. And it's really easy. Also, if you have two pieces of paper or two printed pages, you can put string here, and it'll actually make you a printed page, which is really useful. So yeah, that concludes my basic Computercraft tutorial. That is just the basics. Not really much advanced stuff was going on in there. It's just basic what you're doing. I might, I'm not sure if I will or not, make a more advanced tutorial teaching monitors and more advanced viruses and other, or antiviruses and other, more advanced things. And I'm not too much of a advanced programmer for this. I'm just amateur, you could say. And that was just the basics. That's the stuff I really know. What I don't completely understand is how to use the touch screen and color and stuff, which I will hopefully do some research on and be able to show you guys in more depth, so you guys don't have to go read all the research and stuff. You'll be able to see just here on the channel. So yeah, I've been PhoenixStar117 on the Minecraft Nerds. Do like the video if you want to see some more Computercraft and other Minecraft related videos. Do subscribe if you want to be notified the moment a new video comes out. So yeah, peace out and have a great day.